Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Flatter Sage, and today we brewing a tea. And now, what I have here is wild lettuce in here, or prickly lettuce, if you prefer. Um, Basically, what it's used for is general pain relief, because it has natural opiates in it. Um, Now, from what I hear, it can be addicting, but the addiction um, the number of people who are addicted to this is very, very, very few. But this is a very powerful medicine, herbal medicine, and it's been used for you know hundreds, hundreds of years in medicine, and basically, basically, I'm going to be making a tea out of it. Now, when looking for wild lettuce, basically it'll form in almost like a basil rosette kind of pattern. Um, and the leaves, depending on what the age is, if they're younger, they're going to be like more ovate kind of leaves. Excuse me. But on the underside, one of the ways you can tell if you have prickly lettuce is on the underside of the leaves, going down the spine of the leaves. There's little purple spines. Uh, they're not very they're not hard spines. You can easily chew it up and eat it. But they're a little it's a little prickly kind of feeling on the underside of the leaves. That now this is a common weed. It'll pretty much grow mostly anywhere. Where I picked mine was around my apartment complex. Um, it was at a trail going over towards the dog park. Um, and I know what you guys are thinking. No, I harvest this in a spot where animals and dogs don't go. um, so it's not like I picked it directly up off a trail where animals pee on and stuff like that. Um, so I got that, and basically, after you get your after you procure your herbs, um, what I did with mine is I put it a little tiny bit of water, and then I chopped up the leaves by hand really finely, and I put them in there with a tiny bit of water, and then I got uh, usually you need a mortar and pestle for this, but I just used the bottom of the handle of my spatula just to mash it down. And you want to mash it down because you want to break open those cell walls of the plant so it can easily, you know, excrete that beneficial um, medicinal opiates. Um, Now, after that, you want to just, after you crush it, crush it up enough, you're then going to want to boil some water. Um, so basically, wait for that to boil. And so it looks like it's pretty close to boiling. Um, yeah, it's almost there. Boil the water. And now the one thing I want to stress with this too is if you go out and harvest wild lettuce, don't overdo it. For me, I only picked one plant and crushed it up and put it into a and ground it up and crushed it up. Um, just don't go overboard. Don't take this every day. Only take this for pain relief, like I said. This is definitely not a plant you want to abuse. Because, like I said, since there's opiates, there is a chance you could get addicted if you overindulge in it. overuse it. The water's almost done boiling. Maybe another minute or two, and it should be ready. I'm excited because this is my first. It's my first prickly lettuce tea that I've ever had. I went to a Walmart and got myself some honey. Sweet. It says sweet yellow clover or yellow sweet clover. Pretty cool. So, that's almost close. And when you guys boil your water, make sure to bring it to a full, complete boil. Okay, and once it's at a full complete boil, okay. Now, full complete boil. Pour your boiling water into your cup with your plants, your plant matter. Of course, turn off your stove. And you're going to want to let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. But since I crushed mine up and ground and broke up the cell walls of the plant enough, I'm going to just let it sit for 15. Now, when it sits in this boiling hot water, it's going to cause like I said, the beneficial ingredients to completely extract out. So you're left with a normal medicinal tea. Now, it is going to taste bitter because when you do harvest wild prickly lettuce or wild lettuce, when you break up the stem, there's going to be like a white paint looking substance coming out of the stems. That's the opioids. It has a very bitter taste too, nonetheless. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to flavor it with a little bit of honey after it's done sitting and you've strained it out. And you could also add some lavender too if you wanted to. You know, completely freestyle it your way. But yeah. So real quick before I end the video, let me just mention that I specified that this was an all-natural remedy for pain relief. From what I hear, this works really great on headaches. I'm not so sure about nausea. I wouldn't see why not. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't help with nausea. But mainly what people mostly use this for is headache relief, from what I understand. And lately, since they've been putting up the 5G towers, I've been getting a lot more headaches lately, so gonna have to use the old tea to help out, I guess. But anyway, that was just a short little video on how to make um, herbal prickly herbal prickly lettuce tea. Um, I hope the video was at least a little bit informative for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I got about 13 minutes until it's done. After 15 to 20 minutes is done, you can drink and enjoy. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna sign off here. Hope everyone's doing well. Peace.